How do you fix the weird things in these old homes? That's right, today we're going to talk about how do you fix the weird things. And if you can't fix it, what do you do instead? Alright, like I always say, design is everything, and especially when you're reaching for over $1 million property. This has been the largest remodel that I have personally undergone. It had been the most intense project so far to date, which is meaning a lot since we have flipped over 200 homes. That's right, I know it sounds crazy, but 1.6 million is actually a big flip for a traditional fix and flipper. We have moved over to a remodeling type company rather than just a splash and dash. I love being able to do the design. I love being able to be creative. But ultimately, time is money. At the end of the day, if you don't have the right plan and a budget to meet, we're gonna break the bank every single time. And you know that we don't do this for free, we do this to make money, and all of our equity partners also money. We're gonna talk about 3 unique scenarios that you might be facing in your own property or in a current project that you're working on. The first thing that we're gonna talk about is weird things. It's our rule number 5 in all of our remodels is you have to fix the weird things. And if you can't fix it, you better make it a statement. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is the really weird scenario that's going from the first part of the house to the secondary part of the house, moving into the kitchen. When I saw this property, I was just absolutely in awe. Unfortunately, it was extraordinarily outdated. It was super ugly, I can't lie, but it had all the right bones, and that's definitely what you have to look for. There was a really weird scenario though. So when they poured the foundation to do the add-on for the master, the dining room, and the upstairs, what happened was they missed the mark by literally 3 inches. I don't know how they exactly did that, but nevertheless, they did. And it has turned into an absolute nightmare, probably for anyone that has ever tried to walk through this property. When we purchased it, it went like this on a weird slope, and it was really funky. So, what's the rule number 5? If it's weird and funky, you gotta fix it. And if you can't fix it, it better be a statement piece. What I mean is, we chose to get rid of the weird curve because we didn't know exactly what was causing it, right? We didn't realize why it was sloping so high until we decided to rip out all of the floor. We ripped up all the floor, which was really sad because I had amazing, beautiful, real oak floors. Unfortunately, we had to get rid of all of it because of that weird sloping that happened. Because we couldn't get rid of it, we had to make it a statement. That's right. We tossed so many different ideas around and we landed with this very chic design that actually has made everyone just in awe every time they walk in. Literally, I can't wait for you to see this home. When you look at it, you're gonna walk into this home and go, oh, wow. That's the reaction that I get every time, which makes me very happy. As a designer, it is terrifying to think, oh no, what if people hate it, right? Great news, they didn't hate it. It's a really beautiful, fun, chic design. And all we took was some steel. It's a custom laser cut. And what happened was we just, cut that steel perfectly to that area and gave it a 2-inch overlip. And then we put some LED lighting. Bam! Now you have an incredible, beautiful statement piece that right when you walk in from the front door, you can see. It really makes everyone just go, oh my gosh, like this is a whole new level of property. And that was the whole idea. Not one person asked me why that step was there. All they thought was that it was a feature, and that's what we're going for. The second thing we're gonna talk about, if you have to walk into a wall right when you walk in the front door, the front entryway, which is a huge no-no today, right? You wanna be able to walk into a grand space. This is what I do most of the time, full-time, and see how many walls I can essentially knock down to create a more open living space. However, in this home, we were unable to do this beautiful open living space, and so you have to work with sometimes what you got in these older homes. So if you're gonna have to walk into a wall, you better make it a statement piece, like we said. So how do you do that? You have got to create something so stunning that they go, oh my gosh, like I want to walk into this space. Instead of it being like, oh, it's dungy, it's closed off, it feels very, because that's what it was, right? The 70s was very closed off, very intimate, but very closed off. And instead, this marble wall that we created really makes people go, oh, they didn't just, put a textured wall here. No. They did an entire wall of marble. I would like to know your comments below if you think that that turned out well, or if you would have chose a different accent piece for the front entryway. Third thing that we're going to talk about for design on this specific property is the overall kitchen. When you are dealing with a pre-existing kitchen and the layout that you are given, there's some things you just can't change. When we purchased this property, something I didn't know was that we were going to have to keep some of the soffit. Meaning, right in the kitchen where it drops down, usually we can just get in there and get rid of it all because that was such a fad for, the 70s into even the 80s. And we don't need it. There's no reason to have a drop down ceiling ever again, right? It's hideous. No one likes it. And so it really gives you a ton more space as well. Unfortunately though, the entire north side of the kitchen actually is ductwork. There was no way to open up that space. So I was kind of in a pickle. I wasn't able to open up the space to the right, where the stove and the hood and range is, so that was really helpful. I was terrified that we weren't going to be able to have a beautiful hood in this space. Lucked out, we were able to get rid of all of the soffit on that side of the home. But what do you do if you can't get rid of the soffit because it is some type of duct work or something in there that you can't actually reroute? In this case, I chose to eliminate all upper cabinets. And then I definitely gave them a lot more cabinets into even the dining room space. As you walk in to the right, you'll see an incredible, luxurious pantry. And that pantry used to be the laundry room. So starting from the pantry all the way into the kitchen, as you merge into the kitchen, you'll actually see cabinets as you flow all the way through the dining room. This makes it easy for someone that wants a luxurious kitchen to still have all the cabinets that they need for storage without having to have upper cabinets. We were able to do floating shelves instead, and that really tricks the eye, as you can see, so that it doesn't feel small in the kitchen. It actually feels a lot bigger than it really is. And when you're in this space, oh my goodness, it really does feel so big. It was the first time I've used this backsplash, but I'm dying to hear in the comments below if you actually like the style of backsplash that I chose. The style is very unique. It is definitely a very Art Deco type feel. I wanted to lighten up the area since we did use a lot of black to create a very chic and luxurious feel. And we have the gold handles, as I always choose to use. However, we have stainless steel, right, as appliances. Because of that, I thought it would be really fun to pair this tile with this property because it has gold herringbone and it also has silver and white. So it really does give a fun texture change. It doesn't show up on film all that great, to be honest, and or in pictures. But in person, it is absolutely out of this world. Tell me if you like it or you dislike it in the comments below. All I have for you in this episode of Flippin Designs Evergreen Style. I loved all of our color choices. I love the color palettes that we chose. I can't wait for you to watch the before and after, where we actually go into extent detail on how we did the renovation process. It's a lot of work. The design side is absolutely intense. Every nook and cranny of this home was remodeled. If you enjoyed any part of this video and would like to see more content from Flippin Designs, myself, and our team, please let me know in the comments below. Or just give this video a thumbs up. But it really helps the algorithm if you actually share this content. So if there was something in this video that you were like, oh my gosh, my sister, my brother, my aunt, somebody needs to see this incredible design because they have exactly that weird thing and mainly knew how to fix it. Definitely share this video, give it a thumbs up and ring that bell. As always, thanks for watching. Love you.